Hey, let me ask you a question real quick, man. What's your nationality, big bro? Hey, if you look over here, big bro, right? Where do you see your nationality? Would you be called a black man, an American black, Haitian, Jamaican, anything like that? Okay, all right, so look, that's what we're teaching. We're teaching that these nationalities, right? Right, and among with others that have been scattered are the children of Israel.
That's right.
And God made a covenant with those people that they should keep his laws and they will inherit the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Right? But because we disobeyed God, we've inherited the ghetto. We've inherited the slums. We've inherited atrocity. We've inherited oppression. Right? So what should we be doing now to get out of these things? Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 15 again. Right? Because it's high time that our people be made aware of who they are and what they need to do. Because no one else is telling you, my brother, what you are and what you need to do. You said, I said, would you identify as a black man, American black? You said, yeah. That's not your name. That's not your nationality. Right? That's what you were called by the people that took your forefathers on the slave ships. Right? That's not the name of our people. Right? So when we think about that, everybody has the name of their people. The Chinese man has been a Chinese man forever. The Hawaiian man is Kanaka Moli. They'll tell you that, right? But the black man, what's his name?
Bring it out.
What's his name? Is he African American? Is he colored? Is he Negro?
What's
his name? What was the names of his people that was put on them ships? Right? Read on.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And we don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord our God. You blacks, Hispanics, you Native Americans. Don't run off, bro. We teaching good information. It's important information for us to learn. Don't be run off. Come around. Don't be run off, bro. You're not going to get this information anywhere else. Trust me. How long you been in Hawaii? Long time? Come on. All right. I didn't say that. All right? She's lying. We teach against liars. All right? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Hey, you want a flyer to show you what we're teaching? Right? He got a flyer for you, right? So, what about you, bro? You black, Hispanic, Hawaiian? So this is kind of what we talked about. You said Hawaiian, and you counted it off, right? Which is it? What are you? All of those. Okay, let me ask you a question, right? Give me numbers 1 and 18, right? Because this is a big thing in Hawaii, right? A lot of people like to name off a list of things that they are. But according to the Bible, you are what your father is. Right? We're going to teach that. Anybody ever heard that? Right? You are the seed of your father. For example, right? This tree right here, the seed that planted that tree, right? It was the same type of tree. It wasn't a German, Irish, black Samoan tree. It was whatever this tree is, that's what that is. It doesn't matter what soil it's planted in, what location it's planted in, it's that seed.
Wake him up!
Listen good. Come on. Right, read.
Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18.
You're going to get some good education that you're not going to get anywhere else. Read.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
You know what a pedigree is, bro?
Okay, read it.
Pedigree is a bloodline, a lineage. So they're declaring their pedigree. Read on.
And they declare their pedigrees after the families by the house of their father.
So their pedigree is determined by the house of their father. Right? So for example, if my father is a so-called black man, no matter who my mother was, I am a black man because my house, my pedigree, my bloodline, my lineage is determined by the house of my father.
Right.
You understand? So when our people come up here and say, well, this, it's just a sign of not being educated on the matter of bloodline, right? Because to a lot of people, mainly blacks and Hispanics, bloodline doesn't matter. But she's been talking about her bloodline for an hour.
Right.
You understand? So listen good, right? So, give me Deuteronomy 20 verse 16, right? Actually, give me image of Christ, right? Image of Christ. I want to show you something why bloodline imagery is important.
Bring it out.
Okay? Because a lot of people that say they have this, and this, they've been told to be humble. They said it's more beneficial for me to list these nationalities off than to find out who my father is. All right, give me that Job 8 and 8. Job 8:8. Listen good, right? Because the Bible is telling us it's important to know who you are. It's important to know your history. It's not the be-all, end-all, but it's important to know. In Job chapter 8, verse 8, right? So, what's your name, bro? Money? All right, man. I'm Ithiel. It's good to meet you, man. All right? It's good to meet you. All right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8.
Listen good.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
So he said inquire, meaning ask a question about the former age, about the past. Read on.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Prepare yourself for the search of your fathers, right? So our people oftentimes say it doesn't matter who I am or where I come from or my nationality. But God is saying prepare yourself for the search of your fathers. Inquire of the former age. So if anybody's telling you, nah, don't worry about that, we all got the same blood, God is saying inquire of the former age. You understand? Because it's important, right? Get the image of Christ, right? Now I'm going to show you about a man that this whole Bible is reflected upon, right? If you got a question, sis, we're not going to run from no questions. You got a question, just come up, just come up. Okay, you just listening? Okay, all right, listen good, all right? What's your question?
My father had everything but Polynesian, my mom was only black. Like we had not black at all.
No, I'm telling you, that's not the be-all, end-all. A lot of our people don't know their heritage. A lot of people, are you familiar with the Puerto Rican history? How long have black people been in Hawaii? Like African Americans, how long have they been in Hawaii? 50 years? Okay, so early 1800s, our people started coming here on. They were merchant mariners, right? They were right, and they came here to escape plantation life in the mainland. So we have been here for a long time, and we have not been identifying ourselves as blacks for a long time. You know The Rock, right? You know The Rock?
Israel.
You know Dwayne Johnson? Does he tell you he's a black man?
No, you didn't know who I am.
He says he's Samoan. What's his dad?
Dwayne Johnson.
You don't even know his dad. His dad is a wrestler, right? He's a black man, but he wouldn't tell you that because in Hawaii, it's not customary, it's not socially beneficial for you to mention that. So then he starts saying this, and this. You
know what's the
understand?
matter with you?
That's how our people have been buried in society, right?
No
Buried in society, right? What you got? Read it again. So now we're gonna get the description of Jesus Christ, right? Because maybe we're crazy up here, or maybe we're reading the Bible. Who knows? Right? Read on.
Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1.
He said I'm a liar, right? Let me show you a big lie that's here in Hawaii too, right? This right here. Who's that? Who's that?
The image of you.
Who's that?
The beast.
I'm telling you, man. That's Jesus. Brother said that's Jesus, right? Let's find out if this man right here is how the Bible describes Jesus. Don't touch me.
I never touched
Read on.
Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revelation of Jesus Christ. That means the revealing of Jesus Christ. Read on.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
So this revealing was given to show. It wasn't meant to be hidden or to be insignificant. It was given to show. All right, read on.
To show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Now, right, just to set the preface, give the verse 14 real quick, right? Because we're going to get the description of Jesus Christ according to the Bible and find out that we've been taught lies our entire lives. And those lies have been a detriment to our community. Read on.
Verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
So your head and your hair is black like wool. He just had white hair, but his hair was woolly, right? His hair was woolly, right? He didn't have white people hair. He didn't have hair like that. It wasn't blowing in the wind like a shampoo commercial. It was woolly, right? Read on.
His head and his hairs were
1800s.
white like wool,
right?
as white as snow.
And it was completely white. Read on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, meaning he drank wine, right? His first miracle was to turn water into wine. The Pharisees was always talking about he's a drunkard. He wasn't drunk, but his eyes turned red with wine. And we find that in Genesis 49 and verse 12, the prophecy of Christ coming with eyes red like wine. Read on.
Verse 15.
You listening? You listening?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet like unto fine brass. Now, a lot of people out here wearing slippers. Sisters up here wearing slippers, right? You're not going to look at her feet and expect her face to look like Tom Cruise, right? The color of Tom Cruise, right? So whatever the color his feet was, that was the color of the rest of his body. Good. Right? Read the description of his feet again. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
You know what color brass is, Molly? What color is brass?
It's not light.
It's not light, right? You can go to Lowe's and find some brass. You go to the military base and find some brass. Read on.
as if they burned in a furnace.
What color is burnt brass? Dark. So Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, did he look like that? Did he look like this? According to the Bible. So this image here that's been put in our brain, along with the teaching of this image, is a lie.
That's right.
It's a lie. So now why is that important, right? Because if Jesus Christ looked dark and had woolly hair, like afro hair, what did his mom look like?
Bring it out.
What did his brothers and sisters look like? What did his people look like? Oh. So, but now we have the people on the earth today saying that they are the Jews, they are the descendants of Christ. They don't look dark.
Right.
They don't have woolly hair. And they're not going through the things that the Bible said would happen. You understand? You want to know what's happening to them? Give me Deuteronomy, give me Revelations 2 and 9. I'm going to show you what's happening. Right? This is why it's important to have imagery, to know who you are, to know what you come from, so nobody can trick you and you can be established in your heritage in God's law. Listen good. Okay, listen good as you ride on. Read on.
It's the book of
Hey, we
Revelation.
got content. You got a flyer, bro? Molly, you got a flyer? All right, good. Check this out. We got a school in Pearl City. Read on.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Right?
And
So he knows our tribulation and our poverty, but he also understands that we're rich. Why is that? Read.
And I know the blasphemy
The blasphemy means lies. He knows the lies of who?
of them which say they are Jews and are not.
So there's people on the earth that's saying that they are Jews and they are not. And God knows who they are.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.